What's up, guys? So today I want to talk to you about exercises. Like, what is the best exercise, best routine to get in shape? You look on the internet and you see all these different exercise routines. You look around and you see all these different styles, and you see all these fit people, in shape people talking about how CrossFit is the best way to go. No, bodybuilding is the best way to go. No, calisthenics is the best way to go. No, man, I just do yoga and gets me this body. No, I just run. No, I just go and play sports. No, I just go ahead and do... So the list goes on and on. I do HIIT training. That's the way to go. Functional. See, when we can list all these different routines, these different styles of exercises, and we look at the people that are standing behind it going, this is the best stuff, and they are in good shape in different ways, you start to wonder, like, well, I mean, they all kind of sound legit. So maybe I just need to see what's best for me, right? Well, there is something more important than just the style of exercise, the style of workouts. And that is actually having the habit of working out, having the habit of training. Because see, I've been training for over 25 years now. I started at the age of 11. And the reason why I've been able to stay in shape and get in shape, like, I never stop working out. The most that I've ever went without working out is like maybe 5 days. And like, I don't think I've went a week without working out over a course of 25 years. I would at least do push-ups and do something, right? Majority of times I'm working out 7 days a week. 7 times a week, to sometimes up to 14 times a week. I used to go and do 2-a-days all the time. 2-a-days every day. But when we look at it, it's like, well, I've done all this different styles. Now my workout, if you guys have been following some of my videos, have evolved again. But it's not about the workout. It's not about the routine. Because we all have different needs and different interests. What it's really about is the habit of training. The habit of doing a daily practice. You can call this practice training, routine, whatever it is, but it's the habit. And when we focus on developing the habit of practice, doing it every single day, now, whether or not you go from being into bodybuilding to now getting into functional training, you go from, being a rock climber, you're like, you know what, but I've been really thin. Now we go ahead and put on some muscle when you go into bodybuilding, go into powerlifting. It doesn't matter. You got to go ahead and build the habit of doing a practice, the habit of doing training. So if we look at the best ways to build a habit, what are we gonna see? I mean, if you think about it, all the habits that every single person has, how do we even create a habit? We got to understand that, so this way we know what's the breakdowns of a habit. How do you actually create a habit? If we look at the things that we do every day, we wake up, we brush our teeth, we take a shower, we do all these things, and then we go ahead and all of these things that we do it all the time. We have done it all the time so frequently that it's a habit. We do it easily, we do it effortlessly, and we do it all the time. It's autopilot now. So one of the main things about a habit, and let me know if you agree or if you don't agree with it, but the main thing about building a habit, repetition. It's not magic, right? It's not science. It's just something that's almost common sense. As I'm saying this right now, most of you guys might be going, duh, right? I mean, that's how simple it should be, right? Repetition. Just do something over and over again, and you build a habit. But now when we look at training, we look at, practice, if somebody had the habit of exercising, then no matter what they get into, they'll always be able to do it. There's not this, I can't get myself to do it. There only becomes, what do I choose to do? Maybe I go from this style to that style. So if repetition is what it takes to build a habit, then let's ask another question. Do we want to go ahead and do the same repetition every time to get better at it? Or do we want to go ahead and do something different every time and get better at it? If I want to go ahead and get better at exercising, do I go ahead and I want to get better at doing push-ups, let's say. So Should I go ahead and day 1 do push-ups, day 2 run, day 3 squat, day 4 pull-ups, day 5 do dips, day 6 go do sit-ups? Or should I go and day 1 practice on push-ups, day 2 practice on push-ups, day 3 practice on push-ups, right? It would only make sense because it's repetition. And then guess what? Over time we get good at doing push-ups. Some people go, I remember reading an article on this years ago, to where someone's like, I want to get better at running. So what should I do? What should I do to get better at running? What type of leg exercise? What should I do? Should I go ahead and start squatting more? Start doing lunges more? Doing all this stuff? And I remember the article reading. It's like, if you want to get better at running, you know what you should do? Run. That's it. Run. What do you do every day? Run. And then what do? You get better at running. You don't get better at running by focusing on squats. You don't get better at running by focusing on lunges. All of those things may enhance the foundation of this habit. But if you want to get better at running, you run. And then that little bit of 20%, you guys know about the 80-20 rule, the 20% might be okay. So now that you're running every single day, you're doing everything you can, and you're at a point to where if you do any more running, it's not going to help you anymore. What should you do now? Maybe you should do some squats. Maybe you should do some lunges. Maybe you should do some certain leg exercise to help you run more. Maybe you should go and get a massage, But the basis on getting better at running is running. What's the basis on doing push-ups? Building a better chest. Do the exercise that build a better chest. So repetition. So what I figured out is, so many people are having these issues of not being able to have the habit, but they are focusing on doing different things all the time. If I want to build a habit of exercise, a habit of training, do you think I should go ahead and spend and do 10 different routines over a course of 10 days? Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, 5, 6, Or should I go ahead and just do one routine over a course of 10 days? Which one would help me build a better habit of training? A habit to train, a habit to practice. Let me think about it. The answer is kind of obvious, right? There's 10 of them. Now I might I might work all of these different body parts and stuff and be able to train this area, that area from all of these different angles and have a little more fun. But in reality, if I am building a habit for training, what should I be doing? Is doing 10 different things going to help me build a habit, or doing one thing over and over and over again going to help me build a habit? Answer's obvious, right? Doing the one thing. So if you look at every single sport, let's say you look at basketball. You see these guys doing awesome moves there on the court. But every one of them are really, really good at doing the foundational things like running and dribbling and shooting, What happened if they haven't gotten good at running, they haven't gotten good at shooting, they haven't gotten good at dribbling, and they try to go and do some fancy moves? They're not going to be able to do it, They're not going to be able to do it well. They need to practice on the foundations. So I realized that if somebody wants to go ahead and build a habit of practice and build a habit of training, number one, they need to go ahead and do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Because when they do the same thing over and over again, they build a habit of doing that thing. And when they build a habit of doing that thing, they do it all the time. And when they do it all the time, now they get results. When we look at it, first thing to think of, and people ask me is, well, Mike, don't I need to go ahead and confuse my muscles? If I am doing the same things every single day, like let's say, I want to build a better chest, so I'm going to do push-ups every day. But if I do the push-ups every single day, won't my chest, get bored? Does my chest need to go and be confused? Well, if you want to go ahead and you have no chest and you want to go build a better chest, here's the thing. If somebody has a habit of exercising already, they've been exercising for years, they want to really develop this area. Would I have them do the same thing over and over and over again? No, I would not, because there's no point. I would have them, okay, you do this exercise, follow this way, hit it from here, all this stuff, right? Now, if somebody has not had a habit of exercising yet, they don't have a habit of training, and they go, Mike, I want to build a better chest. What should I do? I would not tell this person to go ahead and do all of these different exercises from this angle, this day, and all this stuff. Because what they need to do, what they need to build first, is the habit of training every single day. Once they establish this habit of training every single day, then, if necessary, they can go ahead and introduce new exercises, new angles, new ways to go and stimulate more of the fibers, hit your fast twitch, your slow twitch, and all, etc. But don't put this person, set them up to fail by making them so confused. This person's not going to know any better because they don't work out. So they go, what should I do? And then what happens is a fitness professional will go, okay, well, you're going to go ahead and do it on this day, this on this day, this on this day, and they're going to be like, whew, okay, man, that's what it takes. I'm going to do it. Not realizing that this approach creates so much failures. And nothing against the fitness professionals out there. Everybody, I'm a fitness professional. We all have great intentions to go and help people. But we have to look at where they're at. And there are too many people out there right now that aren't even doing anything. They're not even exercising. They're not even doing any daily practice of any sort. And they have specific goals. And we as fitness professionals need to know that the first thing that they need to do is they need to build and establish a habit. And when they establish that habit, then we can move on into that next phase where we can go ahead and sprinkle on a little more complicated stuff. And they're able to handle it. Most of the time what happens is a beginner starts off, they don't know any better, Their logical mind goes, I want the perfect routine for me. And they get bombarded with, here's what you do with your diet, here's what you do with your training, here's what you do with all of this stuff. And they're like, okay, cool. And they try to manage all of it. And they can do so at the most for a short period of time. And they fall off. It's too much. They're going from not being able to crawl to trying to sprint. So they'll do their best and they get burned out. They go, oh my God, I can't handle it. I just need to chill out. Well, you know what happened when you chill out for one day? You end up chilling out for 2 days and then 3 days. And that's how we fall off. We need to go ahead and establish that habit. We need to keep training as simple as possible. And you do so by getting someone to get used to the habit of training, by getting them used to doing the same thing over and over and over and over. So much so to where they don't even have to think about it. They don't have to think about, what should I do today? What should I do tomorrow? You do the same thing every single day and tomorrow. Why? So this way you can build a habit. And then when you build a habit, now, if you want to change it up, it's okay. There's no risk of you being confused, overthinking, making it so complicated, or now not feel like doing it. See, we got to condition our body to also feel like doing something. For you guys that exercise, when you get into working out every single day, you get that feeling in your body. Your body's like, come on, bring it on, baby. Right? I'm ready to work out. I'm ready to sweat. Whoo, I got this. But we all also know that when we fall off the wagon, when we're not exercising, you're laying there, it's like your mind is going, oh, you need to do it, come on. And you're like, oh, man. All right, let me try to get into it. It's so tough. So we need to go ahead and not stop. We need to create that habit before we make it too complicated. Same thing every single day to build a habit. This is why I do the same thing. I know a lot of exercises. Anybody that's been in this industry for a couple decades, they know all kinds of stuff. I know how to go into a gym and I can use every single machine. I know how to do all that. That's just basic stuff, right? At least for somebody like me, because I've been doing it for a long time. But a lot of people, they don't know how to do all of that stuff. They haven't built a condition. And so therefore, the reason why I do the same routine every single day. You know the reason why? Because I can do a whole bunch of other stuff. And I have a habit already. I have a habit. I can work out anywhere, anytime. Doesn't matter where you put me. I've been working out everywhere. I can be in an airport working out. I've been working out the last few years. I spent a lot of my workouts in kitchens. Doesn't matter. I don't need a fitness routine. Fitness routine is in here, baby. It's in my head. That's where fitness is at. So I don't need it. But you know why I still do the same thing all the time? I'm going to tell you why. One reason. Because I recommend other people to do it. And I need to stand behind what I'm telling other people. If you guys are watching and you guys haven't built a habit of training, and I tell you, hey, do the same thing over and over every single day and it's going to work. Aren't you going to want to go, well, Mike, I believe you, but do you do it? I want to do what you're doing. Do you do it? And I go, no, I don't do that, man. That's for beginners. I'm way above that. I'm going to do something else. How are people going to feel? They're going to be like, well, why don't we just do that something else together? Why am I going to do that and you do this? Well, I know, you're not a beginner, but still, let's just do it together. I'll feel better if I know you are doing the exact same thing. It motivates me more. It increases my belief, the things I'm doing, motivates me. It gets me more accountable. So I realized that. So it's like, well, my intention is not to go ahead and build the best body. All right. I don't care. I'm going to build, I'm going to go and do my thing. But my intention is to help other people get healthy, get strong, build the bodies that they want. I've been down that path. I've already built a body that I was really happy with. And now it's just not one of the goals. I want to go ahead and spread what I've learned over so many decades now for everybody else. And if I'm going to go and tell somebody that, hey man, go ahead and do the same thing over and over again, it's going to work. They want to do the most effective thing. But when they know that I do the same routine every single day, and the way I look, they look at me, they're like, oh, nice. And it's like, yeah, look, still got it. This is doing the same thing every single day. Yay. They're like, okay, all right, you know what? I believe you. I'm gonna do it. And also allows me to go and do it with them. I don't want to be in a secret room doing my secret exercises and then come out here and go Nah, I'll with you and show you when you enough, you'll look good. Okay? You may not look specifically like me. Everybody has a different body, but you will look good the way you look. So, build the habit. If you guys are starting off, or if you guys are one of the guys that you start off, you stop, you start, you stop, you start, you stop, you start, you stop. Okay? There's tons of people out there. Remember, focus on building a habit. And by doing that, you will be able to get in shape. You need to do the same routine over and over and over and over and over until you don't even want to skip. Skipping is not in the cards anymore. I want to make exercising as simple as brushing your teeth and taking a shower. As simple as that. You wake up and you brush your teeth and you take a shower and you don't think twice about it. You don't need to actually do it. Logically think about it. What would happen if you don't brush your teeth? You have teeth problems. Okay. Right. What would happen if you don't exercise and move around? You got health problems. All right. Welcome to Earth, where people have health problems. What would happen if you don't take a shower? You smell. You're dirty. Okay, cool. What would happen if you don't exercise every day? Inside of you is dirty. Same thing. You don't have to brush your teeth and take a shower, but people do it. They do it because they built a habit already. All right? So, start building that habit. Get it done. Get it done. If you got a routine that you like, it fits your interests, it fits what you love to do, do it. Okay? Do it. If you like to run, then go run every day. If you like to rock climb, go rock climb every day. If you are a fish and you like to swim, go freaking jump in the pool every day. figure out a way to do the same thing every day. If you don't got a routine or nothing, you go, well, Mike, I don't know what to do, but I want to get in shape. Then cool. Then go do my flow training. Okay. Do something every single day. Doesn't matter what it is. What it needs to do is it needs to get you moving. It needs to get you moving, and it needs to make your body feel good at the end of your practice, no matter what it is. Okay. It needs to make you strong. It needs to make you healthy. It needs to get the energy circulating and moving in your body. All right. Peace out.